What's good, y'all? What's my review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super? Overall, this episode was amazing. Goku. Yeah. But before we begin, our animation was actually overall really good for this week as well. As you guys know, that Toonami, of course, expand its time slot again to now it's prime time now, apparently, which is great for Toonami. I'm glad that they're finally expanding to now prime time, so they're getting more, they're getting more viewers, mean more exposure for Toonami, and who knows, maybe one day Toonami will get back to its glory days back in the day where it's airing every day. That's probably a pipe dream. It's probably just gonna stay on Saturday nights, but hey, I'm glad to see Toonami is constantly expanding and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm loving that Toonami's doing this. Hopefully they can explain. Maybe they might even, who knows, maybe they might pick their own series that they want dubs instead of maybe having to rely on Funimation and whatever Viz gives them. Maybe they're like, hey, like we saw Fully Coolly Alternative and Fully Cool Progressive. Adult Swim had a huge hand with that one. So who knows, maybe they might, I don't know, maybe get, I don't know, Black Torch it out of here or something, because apparently the manga for Black Torch has ended, which makes me sad because I love that series. And the newest chapter is still yet to get translated, which sucks. It sucks because Black Torch is so damn good. I really hope it didn't get canceled and the manga could just decide to end it. It's on a nice 8,000 out like some stupid cliffhanger. I really hope that's because Black Torch was such an amazing manga, in my personal opinion. Now, so let's first discuss the new animes that got shown up that debuted on Toonami this week. Of course, we have Boruto. DBZ Kai is coming back. I forgot to put the timer on for that. Anyway, DBZ Kai is coming back to Toonami. And of course, as we also know, Naruto Shippuden finally got moved up to a much earlier time slot so that I can finally start watching. I saw Naruto Shippuden like maybe once or twice beforehand, just for like those few times that I stowed up really late up at night while I was watching Toonami that I just happened to just keep watching Naruto. But I'm so glad if I start watching. I watched the latest episode they put off, which was episode 220. I had to Google it just to make sure so I know which episode to put on my Mal account. And I loved it. It was just, it was Naruto just as I remembered it. And I can't wait to see the rest of Shippuden, see the 4th grade Ninja War, see Kakashi vs. Obito, Naruto vs. Sasuke, all that good shit. Anyway, so let me first talk about DBZ Kai real quick because, man, I forgot the art style used to be so different for DBZ. In case you're all of you guys, when you get the time, go back on your shelf, your anime shelf. Pick up the first orange brick for season 1, or the first level set, the first Dragon Balls, whichever one you got for DBZ, and play. Cause man, is the difference night and day. Like you could tell Toei was still in the transitional period between just doing Dragon Ball and of course what we know as Z. Like you can see that Toei and Akira Toriyama were in that little transitional phase when they're doing it in the art style. So there's not much detail to it. It also looks like the movie is also trying to replicate the style, but looks much better and much cleaner than what happened originally in DBZ. And some of the proportions of Bulma, we see Bulma she looks a little bit like her chest look, and her top half of her body looks bigger than it should be. I don't know, it could have just been the closer one, but her proportions looked off as well. And it was so weird seeing because there's very little detail in it. And like I said, the movie looks like it's probably going to replicate that kind of similar style, but probably mixing a little bit of the current DBZ style that we all know and love. But man, if there's one thing I'm not looking forward to, which is rewatching Z, it's definitely listening to Gohan, because you guys know that Gohan is my second favorite character in all Dragon Ball. But I don't know if I told you all this, but before, when I was first starting watching Dragon Ball, from the beginning of it to the Cell games, Gohan was my second most hated character in Dragon Ball. I hated Kid Gohan. Jesus Christ, I found him annoying. He was useless, and it was just an overall pussy-ass bitch that everybody had to babysit. He was just so annoying. I forgot how annoying he was when I was watching the episode. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Gohan used to be such a bitch back in the day. But as much as I do give Akira Toriyama a shit for everything, his writing, I gotta give the man props for what he did with Gohan. He took a character that was my second most hated to my second favorite. That takes a damn good writer to have a complete 180 in a character. So props to Akira Toriyama for that one. Now, let's get to Boruto. Overall, I thought the episode was pretty good. I'm gonna keep watching Boruto, but I'm not gonna start reviewing it, guys. In case you're wondering, I'm not. You might hear me talk about a little bit here and there at the start of my Super reviews. here and there. I'll talk about like if the episode was like really damn good, like. But honestly, you probably won't see that till like the movie stuff gets animated or some other crazy shit, or like that one episode where Kakashi just owns Boruto. Because I know there was an episode on that. I just can't wait to see that end. But before we begin, I just need to talk something. Okay, you guys know that I hate Chi-Chi. My most hated character in Dragon Ball. You guys know I despise her. But in the little flashbacks, they were showing the first episode, just telling us like, hey, here's everything that happened in Dragon Ball. King Piccolo, Goku got married, yada 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 yada. Of course, it showed a picture of Goku and Chi-Chi getting married. When I was watching a while ago, Namco Bandai posted on Twitter, saying like, don't forget, remember this royal wedding. It was Naruto and Hinata. Some dude just posted like a picture of Goku and Chi-Chi getting married, and I said, fuck Chi-Chi, she is a massive bitch. And literally, people are still hitting me up on Twitter, like hitting me up in my DMs for some reason, not just replying to the tweet. I'll say like, she's not a bad mom, she's not a bad person. I'm like, dude, when I say she's a bitch, I don't mean she's a bad mom, I mean she's a bitch. So, hopefully I can do this all in one take. Welcome, my Woken Warriors, yes, to the first installment of the Woken Word of the Week. This week's word, bitch. It is a noun, meaning a miserable person who sucks all the joy and happiness out of life, and makes life little less worth living by her constant shitty attitude, yes. When not complaining, her drama and gossip will fill the void. He or she, but usually she, refuses to do something with a group and will forego hanging out with said group unless they are doing something she wants to do. She will put her interests ahead of others at every single time, just for the sake of being a bitch. A bitch hates fun, yes. Now allow me to use it in a sentence to give you context. Chi-Chi is a massive bitch because she is always complaining to Goku, yes! As we know, there are 3 E's in delete. Educated, enlightened, and entertained. You have just experienced all 3, yes! Okay. That actually took me 2 takes because I actually just started laughing halfway through that. But yeah, and if anyone who got that reference, like what I was doing, if you got what I was doing, props to you. Tell me in the comments below, and I'll follow you on Twitter and Instagram. Anyway, enough. I know this is probably went on a little too long. Anyway, so let us begin with the actual episode itself. So we got Bergamo and Goku. They're about to face off, and of course, as we all know, Goku is kind of the villain in this arc if we had to pick one villain, because he is going to be the reason why a lot of universes, why all of the other 11 universe, wait, how many, wait, no, there have been like 3 exemptions, so 12 minus 11, 10, 9 universes end up getting destroyed, or 8 universes, I don't know, my math is probably still wrong, but anyway, he's the reason why a lot of universes end up getting destroyed. Now granted, knowing Dragon Ball, knowing Akira Toriyama, they're probably gonna find some loophole, or find some way using the Super Dragon Balls when Goku wins to resurrect all 12 universes all over again, blah 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 blah. So I won't be surprised there. So even if if a universe dies, I'm probably not gonna care because I'm like, yeah, they're just gonna get resurrected. So, so of course he talks about how that Goku's the reason why we're in this mess and all that. And Goku, everyone's kind of booing him and while Bergamo's telling them to that Goku is the villain. Goku's just sitting there, just being like, he's just sitting there, and actually. Bergamo asks, he talks about how, and Bergamo actually talks about how, oh yeah, look, how are we the lowest universe yet his power level is far below mine? I'm like, really? I mean, granted, we know that he can't sense ki, so he's probably, whatever he's sensing is probably not the same, it's probably nowhere near, similar to ki, so it's probably different that way, because I'm like, dude, no, he's better than you. He has God Ki. You can go up to Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan 3 normally. Then there's the God Ki. So I'm getting there's probably something wrong with the sensing, because as we know before, Goku and the others can't sense their Ki. So whatever they're sensing for the 9th universe is probably different. I don't know. Because unless Goku is just like a master, just masking his power level to where he legit his base form looks like nothing in comparison. I don't know. Anyway, and then he ends up talking to the Grand Zenos, and so like, once I take care of this mystery, will you please revoke the rule of eliminating all the universes? And he's like, and they're like, okay, but they say like, Goku, if we get sense that you're like purposely throwing the match, we will destroy all 12 universes. And so yeah, and Goku's like, all right, this is what Goku's hyped and everything. He's ready to fight, and Beerus is like, does he not even realize the shitstorm he's in right now? Well, that is Goku. I mean, he can always have a smile on his face and always look forward to a good fight. And then of course Goku forgets to hold back and he ends up winning the fight. Which I was like Goku, did you forget what the shitstorm you had? Goku, hold back, man, hold back, pull your punches a bit, dude, pull your punches, please, for the love of God, pull your fucking punches. But he doesn't. Goku ends up winning. I did like how it starts out where we found Bergano's thing, where like he's almost like the Nomus in My Hero Academia, where they're like Nomus are shock absorbent. His is like if you punch him, he actually just absorbs their power level and then just throws it back at you. He's twice as powerful and it grows bigger as well. So I thought that was cool, and I like the overall art. The art animation this week was overall really damn good. It's probably the best we've seen Toei put out so far in Dragon Ball Super. And so like Goku ends up winning. I liked it when he went Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. That was hype. And actually when this whole thing was going on, it reminded me of a classic phrase from The Dark Knight. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Which is very true here in Devil. Now granted, the saying doesn't really work completely here because Goku has died twice beforehand, died as a hero twice, and now, but at the same time, he's also lived long enough to then become the villain. So you could say, I'll leave it up to you guys whether that saying actually works in this situation or not. But yeah, and then we have to get this one dude from the 12th universe. No, not 12th universe. 11th, I believe. I believe it was the 11th universe. It's the same universe as Jiren's. I know it's because I remember him. He wears Jiren's the same outfit as Jiren, and I remember him in like the clips I've seen of the Goku versus Jiren 1 hour special. He challenges Goku to a fight. I'm still kind of curious on why the 7 universe is so low and why the 6 universe is even higher, because there are nobody there. None of the Saiyans there have unlocked God Ki. Only Cabba's the only one that's only unlocked base Super Saiyan. So I still don't understand how the 6 universe is lower, unless they're also including just Goku and Vegeta's power levels as the highest out of all the 7 universe, or just that the 6 universe just has a more, I guess you say, level playing field, that even Goku and Vegeta with their same power levels, they just can't really, that's pretty much just the most, and they can't really carry the 7 universe over the 6, because I still understand how the 6 universe is more powerful when their Saiyans only one of them even knows what Super Saiyan is and has unlocked it. I still find that weird. Now I'm curious, since we know that the 7 universe is second from the lowest. I'm curious what this guy from Jiren's universe is going to be, how powerful he's going to be. Still no sign of Jiren yet. I wonder if we're going to see him later on this next week probably, or maybe we'll have to wait till the actual Tournament of Power starts. Which, bringing in the Tournament of Power, brings me to the actual Tournament of Power itself. So they decide that they've kind of bringing up the rules. They made the arena. They're making the arena huge, and that if of course if your opponent gets ringed out, you win. You can't use weapons that came out of the boat. So Goku. So say if future Trunks was here, he couldn't use his sword. If flight is not possible here, so you have to stay on the ground. I don't think that's the case, because I'm pretty sure I've seen flight in the Tournament of Power before. Granted, that could have just been they were just jumping high. Because I could have sworn I've seen some clips of them actually flying around during the Tournament of Power. Or maybe I'm misremembering, I'm just misremembering clips I've seen. Jesus, I couldn't talk today. So that's gonna be interesting. Another thing that I've also said that this isn't going to be a simple tournament. This ain't going to be 1v1, and then just fall in this sort of bracket. No, it's a fucking free-for-all. All of them are going to fight off each other. It's a fucking battle royale. Only minus the going over the top rope thing and the in Battle Royals and Royal Rumbles in WWE. So and everyone's like shouting like the Supreme concepts like this isn't a tournament, this is a fucking battle royal. What the fuck is this shit? And I'm definitely gonna be because now that does kind of interest me because because from some of the clips of Tournament Power I've seen people just go one-on-one like Goku versus Jiren. Those two just were solely going at. Now, granted, everybody else could have been knocked out when that was happening. When Goku and Jiren finally had their face off. So yeah, that makes me kind of curious how that's all going to work, this free for all. And then I love that Goku is actually starting to give my man Gohan some respect. He even talks about like, don't worry, we so they say more about teamwork, but they're like, don't worry, we got Gohan. He's like, yeah, no pressure, right? So yeah, that's some interesting, seeing Vegeta and the others going there. I'm definitely gonna be curious about like the whole tournament because at first I thought it was just like just a straight up 1v1 tournament, but no, it looks like it's a fucking battle royal, which is definitely gonna be intriguing when we see these guys going out. So are we perhaps and there's also Kale and Caulifla versus Goku as well. So or Kefla, I believe is their fuse name. So I'm definitely curious how this is all gonna work. Like, is it just gonna be like just a complete another chaos? While everyone's just attacking everyone else. It's definitely gonna be interesting. I feel like there's probably gonna be a little bit more order. I feel like there's gonna be more order to this than is originally shown off here when the actual tournament power actually does begin. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Anyway, so the dude in the cloak that we saw a couple weeks back shows up. Like I said before, he challenges Goku, and he's like, I want to challenge you. My name is, I honestly forget what the hell his name was. It also doesn't matter because I'm like, dude, you're not Jiren. I don't care who you are. Get out of here. I'm definitely happy to see Jiren. Although we do see him soon, because I just want to know. I just want to see him. I want to know who he sounds like. What his dub voice is gonna do. Because like I said, I'm really happy because like, if there's one thing I'm super hyped about during the Tournament Power, it's without a doubt Goku versus Jiren. That's like my most anticipated thing from this whole tournament is Goku versus Jiren. I know that's a ways away, but I'm still hyped to watch it. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for this episode. Overall, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. Once again, art animation was amazing. I love the stuff that I love how we now finally got to get an idea what the tournament power is going to be. I feel like it's going to be a little bit more order to it than it is originally seen, with like it just be like, oh yeah, everyone just fights each other, just go at it, and whoever's the last universe standing wins. I feel like there's going to be more order to it, or maybe there isn't, and just everyone is out when the main fights just happen. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when that happens. So yeah, so hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, leave those rocks below. As always, come back for more. See you guys next time. One other thing I forgot to mention, as you guys, like before, if there's any episodes of Dragon Ball Super you guys want me to react to while it's on Toonami, tell me down below and I'll react to it when Toonami gets there. Forgot to mention that.